I love taking people up for that first experience of flying in a small plane. It's pretty special. Not a lot of the other areas of aviation have that consistently, and I just love seeing people just, even if they're nervous before they get on the plane, just enjoy that flight from start to finish. So I think that's my favorite part. And Bermuda is a beautiful place to look at while you're doing it. So low-wing aircraft don't work so well for sightseeing. You want to be looking down. And I've also got a couple of local photographers that like to have the view, so high wing was perfect for that. A Caravan is nice for payload, but you wind up getting kind of a group dynamic, whereas with a 172, it's usually just 2 people on a tour, and then we can do exactly what you want to do, like fly over your house or special spots that you're interested in, and it winds up being a private tour instead of a group tour. There aren't that many days that are nice out that I'm not flying, and I would say it's probably somewhere in the range of like 250 days a year, like maybe half the year are good flying days. And my goal with the business is to average 1 flight per day. So in the winter, there's lots of downtime where I work on some other projects and catch up on things. And then in the summer, it's quite busy with 5 or maybe even 6 flights in a day. I've seen a lot of very cool things from the air, and another thing I love about sightseeing in Bermuda is that although it's a tiny island and I do the same route every time, there's always something different going on and something different to look at. So we've been flying over the Ag Show lately, which has been cool. I saw the horse and carriage races the other day and a little bit of the show jumping. The Sail GP events really are cool. I don't follow sailing in particular, but the boats that they sail for those races really are cool. And seeing them from above is pretty amazing. On Wednesday, we saw the Wednesday sailing races out, so that's also cool from above. Yeah, there's always something interesting happening. And landmark-wise, I love seeing the reefs from above. The reefs out in the West End are particularly spectacular. So yeah, there's a lot of cool ideas for this operation. It is a 135 AOC, which means aircraft up to 5,700 kilograms, which could include planes larger than the one I have now. As we were talking about, I'm a slow, steady, kind of methodical worker, so any future plans would be mapped out over time. Some interesting ideas, I think kind of near term, would be incorporating a simulator so that local pilots could keep current, like for instrument flying and whatnot. I think it'd be very cool to have a second 172 with the same engine and use that to have more availability for rental pilots and also be a backup for sightseeing flights, and then maybe incorporate a little bit of flight training. There's limitations on what we're going to be able to do here, primarily in terms of navigation, but I think there are a few things that we could work towards. I've also had people approach me about skydiving locally and float planes and lots of other interesting ideas that I think will be cool to see kind of work in the future.